I can't bring his kid into this world.
Come on, come on. Come on, look.
Well done, Mr. Phil. Well done. Single-handedly the best moment on this show so far. Compassion, empathy, a show of love, care, protection, intimacy, servitude. What more can you want from this particular scene here? Aisha shares a very intimate, private, and hurtful and pain point in her life, and an event and also a situation she's in currently in terms of bearing kids. And she shares that with Phil, and he does something that I don't think, I remember this scene was also with, I think, Shay and Mike also from season 1, similar conversation here. I don't know if he reacted the exact same way, but in this scenario, hey man, I'm telling you, man, the way that Phil got up from his seat, got right by her side, put his arm around her. Now, someone might say bare minimum. You'd be surprised. It's not bare minimum. Both men and women have very poor concepts when it comes to how to support someone emotionally when they're going through this situation. Now, when I first saw it, I thought to myself, what would I do? And I was like, I think the counselor in me kind of takes over. So I wouldn't have gone up. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have. Right? I would have sat there and just been a bit more stone-faced and listened to the conversation and allowed her to get it all out. And when she had finished, then I can hug you. Right? That's me, because that's the counselor in me. It always wants to try and give that space for someone to say what they need to say in it. But I loved what Phil did, right? That, you know, people do different things. And this was also a touching moment, because what he did, he gave her the support. Then he gave her the room to be able to express it again. And she was able to do so as well. And this is a single-handedly a greatest moment on Ready to Love. We need to see more of this stuff. Phil's wholesome. Phil is absolutely wholesome. He's an MVP and of the show. And so is Aisha. I am here for their relationship. I am here for their energy. I am here for their connection. I am hoping that if this is two people who can make it work, you know, it'll be beautiful to see. From what we've seen so far of the two of them, they seem so wholesome. Now, we obviously see later on in the show, Aisha gets a bit irate, but we can miss that, because to be honest, like I said, the show will make you feel some type of way when people are doing certain things. But so far, I'm seeing, you know, just an interaction here, which is so healthy, you know. And I guess I want to do a separate video to deal with some of Phil's things. But there were some key things that was said, by Aisha in this scenario. Let's just look. Let's go back a little bit and see what she actually said as well. Here, I'll pick up one moment.
Phil has pleasantly surprised me. I had a whole car debacle. He made sure, hey, are you home? Are you?
You know, so she's giving us a little bit of a roundup, saying, obviously, look, he made sure she was safe, made sure she got home. You know, he checked up on her, and that is important. I just saw a tweet earlier on saying the bare minimum is someone treating you right, and I was like, listen, you don't say bare minimum in this world for someone treating you right. Trust me, in this world, you don't say bare minimum in this world. I got what she meant by the tweet, by the way. It wasn't a bad tweet. I just said that in this world, someone treating you correctly, it's not bare minimum. There are so many wolves out there. Oh my gosh. There's so many wolves out there in sheep clothing, men and women, who will treat you so badly. Of course, that's not the bare minimum. When someone treats you nicely, treats you well, cares for you, texts you to make sure you get home, they're not bare minimums. Okay? They're needed. They're necessities, which a lot of people don't do. So, you know, I really was encouraged, and I really liked the interaction between Phil and Aisha. And like I said, that moment alone, that moment there was so key. And I want to address it in another video. It'll be another short one where we talk about safe space and talking about how when people trust you, what they do. Because in this moment, Aisha trusted Phil so much, she gave him a piece of information and actually said, I don't give people the full truth because I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to break down. But with you, I feel safe. Can you imagine? Now, we need to deep them kind of things there, because you understand? And man, them need to pay attention. This is what we need to be doing as well, right? For the right woman, we need to be making sure that we keep them safe. And we show that safety and protection, and that should just allow them to open up like a flower and then begin to just, you know, be able to give onto each one of us, whoever you are with, whatever. Do you know what I mean? That would make her, allow her to feel comfortable to share her inner thoughts and some of those secret stuff that are in the vaults, right? Obviously, with your good intentions, you're listening and paying attention, not because you want to get in the panties. All right. So, you know, I thought single-handedly it was one of the greatest moments on the show, and probably will be the greatest moment on the show. It was honestly a show of compassion, empathy, love, and care, and a general, just a caring nature from Phil towards Aisha. And Aisha too showed us that when she is protected, safe, and feeling comfortable, she's also willing to be vulnerable with the man in front of her and show herself to be someone who wants to communicate and connect with someone, even though at first it might not have been her immediate choice. That's brilliant. We love to see it. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded.